database connection. So opening database connection. That's it. And after calling the method, and if this get executed properly, I will close the database connection. So closing database connection. Okay. Now, I don't think so. This is a proper way of writing it, because we are writing return directly. So it is better to take one variable. Like here, I will take resultant. We will write resultant equals to some method and then return. Now it will be proper. Fair enough. So let's go ahead and run it. Now you can watch out. Execution has started, opening the database connection, and the exception comes. And it is propagated like this, from get array value to parent method to grandparent method, and grandparent method to main. Now, if you observe here, since exception has arrived, my connection is not closing. And this is very risky, right? Because if you keep the database connection open for longer duration of time, it will be consuming more memory. And if you think about the website, like let's say there are multiple subscribers available for the website, like let's say thousands of viewers are accessing that particular web page on which these methods are written, and the database connection is hanging out there. So just think about how many database connections you are going to open it at server side. So that is the biggest problem, right? So what is the expectation here? When we are opening the database connection, and in between, if exception get occurred, okay, first we need to close that database connection, and then exception need to be shown. All right. So what I'm requiring here, I'm requiring a situation where the database connection get closed in both cases. Like in a case of normal execution, if exception won't come, then my database connection will be closed. And if exception comes, then also my database connection need to be closed. Okay. So to what you can say, to handle this criteria, there is a finally keyword comes into the picture. So what is the purpose of finally keyword? Finally keyword is used to release the resources which are utilized in both cases, either in case of exception situation or in case of normal execution situation. Okay, so let's use here the same concept. So what I need to do, I am knowing it, this particular line is giving me a problem, right? So after opening the connection, I will surround this with try, catch, and now I'm going to use finally also to release the database connection. Okay, so let's surround this with try. Yes. So now this statement will be inside finally, and if you see catch, no matter right now, let's say I don't want to rethrow this inner exception. Just give the name here like ex, and we'll be writing here one finally block, and inside this finally block, we will be closing the connection. That's it. This will be belonging to this one. That's it. Okay, so fair enough. See what I done. I surrounded this with try, catch, and finally. I guess there is a problem here because we are returning it from try